How's it going, everyone? So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to improve posture while sitting. So before I get started, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate the support. It helps my channel grow. Please follow me on Instagram, Villenberg999. So I have really, really good posture. I do sit sometimes for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day. My posture still remains really, really good because I have a few tips that I always follow, always. So the big one, and this one is super, super important, is that when you are sitting on your chair, your feet should be planted on the ground firmly. If what normally happens is people get chairs that are much too tall or too short for them. Again, the chair probably has different levels that you can adjust it to, but people normally sit in the wrong position. So another thing that's very, very important is obviously we want, again, feet planted on the ground, but you need to make sure your knees and your hip joint are parallel. So if you guys watch the channel, we'll talk about squats, parallel squatting position. That's when your knee and your hip joint is parallel. So your knee would be here, your hip joint would be here. It's completely parallel to each other. That is super, super important. So it should just basically make a straight line. Your ankles should always be in front of your knees. A lot of times what happens is people's knees are like this and their ankles are back here. Their feet aren't planted on the floor. Terrible, terrible posture. Another one that's very, very important is when we are actually sitting at the chair, we still want to have our chest raised. A lot of times when people are sitting at their chair, what they'll do is they'll be rounded like this. This is terrible positioning. All you have to do is literally just raise your chest up. And look, I'm sitting at the computer, I'm doing everything. Look at my posture. My posture is amazing. All I did was raise my chest. So this is what normally people do this. I'm not even kidding. They'll do this all day long. All you have to do is raise your chest. And look, you go to perfect posture. I always get commented on my posture by people. I don't know why, but people are always like, man, you have really good posture. I'm like, yeah, it's not very difficult. Just follow a few tips and you're going to notice your posture's going to be fixed really, really quickly, you guys. Some other things when you are sitting is try not to sit longer than 15 minutes. I'll sit for 6 hours in a day, but every 15 minutes, I'm walking for at least 30 seconds to a minute, always. What happens is your posture becomes bad because your muscles relax. If your muscles are relaxing all the time, they're not being worked. This is how they get tight. And when they get tight, that's where you get all the hunched over, the tight hamstrings, just leads to bad posture. And keep in mind, your hamstrings, your lower back, all that is related to your posture, you guys. So end the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.